Okay. All right. I'll just say this. Good evening, everybody. As you can tell, we've got absolutely no opening sequence, no animation, nothing right now because, well, Streamlabs is screwed up.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, the one thing I have to use to get the show started isn't working. I've restarted my computer twice in the past, I think hour, and it's still not working. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Maybe it might have been the last night's weather. I don't know, but
It could be. It could be the Streamlabs end.
It could have been. It could be literally anything. It could be, for all we know. It could be the Amazon servers, because that's where Twitch is, and since you have to sign into Twitch to use Streamlabs, it could be glitched. So
that's probably
what we're
it.
doing, that might be it. And here's what I'm going to say. Right now, we're executing what we're going to call Plan B.
Yeah.
If situations make it so that it is unfeasible or impossible to run a live episode, we will run a recorded episode. We will record it off of Zoom, which is exactly what we're doing. In fact, I can see it's recording as we speak.
Right.
And then Shirley will upload it to YouTube to act as the episode for that night.
Right. Despite the fact we got no animation or whatever.
This is just Plan B. We apologize. We apologize for no available animations or anything, and no live episodes. As you can see, there's 4 of us here right now. There's myself, the founder creator. You know me. I'm just the troublemaker that always tries to get this show going the best I can. Yes, but I also have my employees' best interests at heart.
Yeah. Well,
and
anyway,
that's one thing I could say for myself.
Well, anyway, I'm your host. I'm Oddbog Stream, unless he was about to introduce. Wait, that way.
Yeah, whatever way.
That
way to me.
Yeah, you're that way to me. And we also have Super Sus below me.
Super Sus is below me and my side.
Yeah, and then my bottom left has Ford Anglia.
I'd have gone with Ford Prefect, but that was already taken.
No, you know what you should have went with, John?
Ford Mustang?
No. Just as a laugher, Ford Nova or Ford Pinto.
Dude, my dad had a Ford Pinto. The clutch cable on it broke. That's not as funny to me as it is to other people. But who here can correctly guess the reference I'm making with my name?
I do.
Anglia. Go ahead. I have no clue.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
The flying car from the Harry Potter movie?
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was referencing. That's exactly what I said. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Fun fact for you. You guys remember what that car looked like?
Like a convertible.
No, wasn't a convertible. This was a hardtop.
Nope.
Oh.
Here's the thing.
It was
the rear windshield on that guy.
Guys.
Janet.
The rear windshield on that car sloped the wrong way.
Oh.
Here's the funny thing. Ford England, the manufacturers of the Ford Anglia back in the 60s, claimed that that was a deliberate design choice meant to be a protectant against the accumulation of frost during the winter. The reality is, Ford England was actually trying to copy a Chevrolet Rambler developed in America.
Oh.
The thing of it is, that Rambler had a widened windshield that looked like it had a rear windshield that sloped the wrong way. They didn't see the glass pane, thought it did, and designed the Ford Anglia accordingly.
So the Ford Anglia could be loosely translated as the Ford Angle.
Well, It, it was named. Janet, do you know the etymology of the name England?
No, I do not know.
It was originally Angleland. Anglia was what the Romans called the Angles, the Angli.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Thing of it is, Anglia is just an old term for England in general. So they called it the Fort Anglia because it was Fort England.
So basically, it's the England Fort England, which
The English Fort England.
anyway, I was gonna say quick. Hold on.
I think we're about to have more hosts join us.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
we're looking like it.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, on the Masked Singer tonight, RoboPine got eliminated. And
RoboPine.
RoboPine.
Is that supposed to be like a
Okay.
robotic Christmas tree or something? Or...
No, think an animal. What animal would you think of with the word pine?
Porcupine?
Okay, now I thought they already tried to do that with RoboSonic.
No, they did RoboPine this year, and RoboPine was revealed to be Tyrese Gibson.
Ah, I know who he is.
I'm afraid I do not.
Fast and Furious movies, John.
Mm-hmm.
I never watched those. The place I remember Vin Diesel best from is the Iron Giant.
Okay. Tyrese
Seriously.
is
Tyrese okay?
plays
What?
everything okay?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Tyrese plays as Roman Pierce on the Fast and Furious movie.
Okay. It's all right,
So,
Frodo.
yeah.
Fast and Furious
He
was
got
never
eliminated
really...
tonight.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll tell you something. Last night, of course, we had to postpone.
Anyway,
Last night we had to postpone the show because I had some rough weather come through. Now, the rough weather had passed,
yeah,
by the time of the show, but go ahead.
Well, it was so rocking. Shirley's house started jiving to the beat.
Yeah. Even had something I had not heard in a while. Sirens.
Nice.
But the good news is, the storm itself that prompted the warning, the storm was on the far northern part of the city. I'm not in the northern part of the city. So it's like, I don't have to cover. This is why I love the polygon system now. Because it's like, it gives me that peace of mind.
Question is, which is better, the polygon system or the Porygon system?
In my case, for the weather, the polygon system.
Porygon Z, use conversion beam on John now. Convert him into a Ford Pinto.
Oh, geez.
John's Mr. Salami Man uses high cholesterol attack on your Porygon. Now your Porygon has diabetes.
Oh.
I watched my first episode of The Force Awakens from its nap. Maggie could kick ass is all I gotta say. I broke down and got Disney Plus.
Getting a story out of the way that we have one that kind of caught my attention.
Frodo, you're trying to garble. If I were you, I'd get out of the meeting and shut off your internet real quick before you go through with the story.
Hold on.
Okay.
I know why I'm story, but it's being a bitch. So I'll just let it on my phone.
Okay.
So is that better?
Yeah. It sounds better.
It's still saying on my end that your network bandwidth is low. Yeah.
Might be you.
No, it's
Okay.
saying yours. It'll tell me if mine's
All right,
unstable. It
Frodo,
is.
are you talking about that guy in South Carolina who was basically enslaved for 5 years?
Yes.
Okay, well the good news is I've
Okay,
got it up.
do tell.
I have it up on the screen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a screen share. This should work, I hope.
It should. I don't know why it wouldn't.
Well, we're not broadcasting on Twitch, are we?
No, we
Then
can't.
it should work.
Okay.
Okay, scroll down and let's read this.
Yeah. Because I read the whole thing. It's like, you've got to be kidding me.
Did you read one
What?
of the comments?
Hold on.
Somebody had said that he thought slavery had been abolished.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was me.
Yeah, that was him. Frodo posted
was-
this one.
Yeah, but it was in the comments.
Last I
after the-
checked,
No, he posted it. He made the comment with that article. I know what that is.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
but essentially my thought was that slavery had been abolished with something called the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, let's read the article. And there's more
Yeah.
to it than just this.
Go.
Okay. Conway, South Carolina. Chris Smith, who was enslaved for 5 years in a restaurant in South Carolina, could be getting more than $500,000 in restitution, more than double his original amount, after an appellate court ruled the district court didn't give him enough based on federal labor laws. For 5 years, from 2009 to 2014, Bobby Edwards, the manager of J&J Cafeteria in Conway, effectively enslaved Chris Smith, forcing him to work at the restaurant more than 100 hours per week without pay, according to court documents. How he did this is going to be interesting. In the court documents, Smith is named Jack. However, Smith has spoken with WPDE about his case and what happened to him. Edwards pleaded guilty to forced labor in 2018. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. According to the court filing in 1990, when Smith was 12, he started working part-time at the cafeteria as a dishwasher. Court documents show he has an intellectual disability and an IQ of 70. Okay, now I'm seeing an explanation.
Yeah.
After a few years of part-time work, Smith dropped out of high school and started working full-time at the restaurant documents show. For the first 19 years of his employment, when the restaurant was owned and managed by different members of the Edwards family, Smith was paid for his work. However, in 2009, when Bobby Edwards took over the management, Edwards moved Smith into an apartment attached to the restaurant and forced him to work more than 100 hours per week without pay, according to court documents. Smith worked from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. for 6 days and then 6 a.m. to 2 on Sundays. He worked the long hours and was never given a day off, according to the court documents. Edwards also, according to court documents, took advantage of Smith's intellectual disability and kept him isolated from his family, threatening to have him arrested and verbally abusing him. His control, according to court documents, also involved physical abuse. How nice.
I hope
Once
that
when-
bastard gets what he deserves.
He's already in prison.
And hopefully he is. Once, when Smith failed to deliver fried chicken to the buffet as quickly as Edwards had demanded, Edwards dipped metal tongs into hot grease and pressed them into Smith's neck, resulting in a burn that fellow employees had to treat immediately.
Pause for a second.
Yeah.
All right. I just
Brandon,
want to
the
say
cattle brand.
that using someone pretty much this is the fact they use this guy as basically a slave reminds me of when I was basically the same thing for someone else. But let's get back into the story.
Okay. Also noted in the court documents are other times when Smith made supposed mistakes. Oh, you're going to love this, Frodo. And Edwards would whip him with his belt, beat him with kitchen pans, and punch him with his fists. According to, well, that'll come up later. In 2014, Jeanne Keynes, a frequent customer, noticed scars on Smith's body and called for help. She and Abdullah Mustafa, president of the Conway NAACP, who was with WPDE as reporters spoke with Smith, have been working to get him help and a better job. I sat in the booth, and at the end of the bar, there was a dresser, an antique dresser. Chris came out of the kitchen and put some food down on the bar. He leaned one way over, and when he did, I could see a scar on his neck, Keynes told WPDE in 2017. After his guilty plea, Edwards originally ordered to pay restitution of $273,000, which, according to the court documents, represented unpaid minimum wages and overtime compensation. The government at the time requested an additional $272,952, which was rejected. An appellate court judge ruled on April 21st, 2021, that the district court erred in not also ordering, as requested by the government, an additional equal amount as liquidated damages. A three-judge panel from the Richmond-based A three-judge panel of the Richmond-based 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals found April 12th that the U.S. District Court judge erred in not awarding Smith that amount. They've sent their ruling back to the district court so Smith's award can be recalculated. Edwards' lawyer, Assistant Federal Public Defender Emily Dick Harrell, could not immediately be reached for comment on the Fourth Circuit's ruling. A message was left at her office by the Associated Press. The U.S. Attorney's Office in South Carolina declined to comment on the ruling. The U.S. Justice Department's Civil Rights Division also did not immediately respond to emails seeking comment. Edwards is currently serving his sentence in federal prison.
Mm-hmm.
Well, scroll down and okay, that was the end of it.
Yeah, that was the end of the article.
All right, start the rant.
Son of a bitch is all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That guy was a piece of fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting to see.
I got two things. I got two things to say. Number one, that was slavery.
Mm-hmm.
And there are no state slavery rules on the books in any state that I am aware of.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So because there are none, it escalates immediately to federal level.
Yep.
Which means
he is in federal prison now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now, for those that have listened to this show before, you know that I have knowledge of how the systems work. Federal prison, whatever your sentence is, multiply it by 0.85, and that's your minimum time behind bars.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed minimum. You are not given probation. You are not given parole in federal prison. You are not given probation. You are not giving any leniency. You serve 85% of whatever time they tell you, minimally. Okay? In state prisons, you could get away with a 0.6 calculation, usually 0.6 to 0.65. Because of that calculation, he's guaranteed to be in prison now for another probably 6 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that cafeteria is probably dead.
Oh yeah.
But the point being,
they shouldn't let that bastard out at all.
They have to. You only get a certain amount of time, but here's the thing. In the federal prison systems, that I don't know which prison he's in, but let's just make an assumption here and say Leavenworth, which is in Kansas. Now, the federal BOP can send you to any prison anywhere in the country. Mm-hmm. They don't care. They don't give a shit if you want to be as close to your family as possible or not. You did the crime. You're going to serve the time wherever the fuck they say you're going to serve the damn time.
Yeah.
So let's just assume for a minute that he's in Leavenworth. I know Leavenworth's population somewhat because I study that kind of stuff occasionally. And I know Leavenworth to have at least 60% average of African American population.
He's dead.
So him going into Leavenworth, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's dead.
You nailed it right on the head, John, because you basically reminded the African Americans in that cell, in that prison, that they used to be slaves to people like you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good thing he pled guilty.
You're not.
Sorry.
No, it is a good thing he pled guilty because he could get a little bit of leniency from the federal system with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But only so much as he goes into protective custody.
Yeah.
AKA, you're stuck in a cell alone for 23 hours a day, every day for the rest of your sentence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy going crazy.
Now, I just know this. It probably would have been a laugh on our end to hear him try to justify his actions.
Mm-hmm.
I could imagine him trying to spin a yarn that he took the guy under his wing and took care of him and just wanted him to help out in the family business or something like that.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Here's the
What you
thing.
looking at, Shirley?
I found. I mean, there's I think at least 4 more articles that. So I'm going to give you guys the choice. Which one would you like first? Child confesses to setting dog on fire in Mississippi.
Let's do that one. We need to get that out of the way.
All right.
Who was
before
this? Sid Phillips?
Dogs. Oh.
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
let me finish.
Okay.
The thing that really pisses me off about the story of the man being treated like a slave is not the fact that this was a blunt violation of the Emancipation Proclamation, plus I can't remember exactly which amendment it was, but it is one of the
14th
constitutional
Amendment.
I think it is 14th. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Not only is it because of those two, it's also because you did this with someone with the intellectual capacity, not to be disrespectful to the dude. No.
No, you're right.
He had the intellectual capacity of a 10 fucking year old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He did this to essentially a grown up 10-year-old.
Exactly.
Okay, let me ask you a question, you three. If this had happened to anyone who was 10 years old, how much of a fucking massive mob would it have been? Not even including skin color into this. Just 10 years old.
It would have been kill the bastard.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been something akin to a fucking lynch mob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now add in color into this. The fact that he was an African American, essentially 10-year-old.
I just need some water. I'll be right back. Don't worry, I can still hear you.
Okay.
You can still talk too, so go ahead.
Oh yeah. Well, it'd be big, Frodo. There's not much more I could embellish that without being extraneous or perhaps blasphemous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what? If that would have been a 10-year-old African American boy that happened to, there would be riots worse, I would think, than what happened when George Floyd was murdered. Because it happened to a child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to think so too, and it would have erupted in every city in the country because it's not right. Okay, this guy. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I have such a hard time with people disrespecting and belittling those who have disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
I have a disability. I admit it. And so I have a little bit of bias in this. But you don't fucking do this to people with disabilities. Okay.
You don't do it with anybody, period.
Well,
Yeah.
there's that. But here's the thing, Shirley. Okay. I'm agreeing with you 100% of the way, but you don't do it with people with disabilities because here's the problem. Disabilities in general, okay, are one of the most disrespected classes of people in this world. Not country, world. Okay? People with disabilities get belittled in every country in this world, including the United States. It doesn't matter.
Here's the thing, Shirley. Not only did this guy, sorry,
because people with disabilities. No, you're good. You're good, dude. Go ahead.
Okay. Here's the thing, Shirley. Not only does this guy violate, what was the victim's name? Edwards?
Let me look at it again. Hold on.
No, it was, yeah.
It was, hold on. Chris Smith.
Chris Smith. Not only did this guy violate Chris Smith's Fourth Amendment rights, he acted against a man who had the mental capacity of somebody who was not old enough even to give sexual consent.
Mm-hmm.
This man was not old enough to consent to mentally was not old enough to consent to a sex act, let alone to work for free and endure criminal abuse at the hands of a guy who may well have been inspired by old slavery practices.
Mm-hmm.
This is the problem, and this is why I am such a hardcore proponent of people with mental disabilities rights. Is because most of us that have mental disabilities usually have a mentality that's less than our age. I can openly admit I do. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's not my fault. Yeah. That's not my fault. But the thing is, when people take and see that, they see a form of weakness that can be exploited and used for their benefit. And that's a problem because people who are disabled don't get the same level of
respect,
legal of I was gonna say, yeah, respect when it comes to the legal system. Yeah. Okay, I've been sidearmed into taking plea deals just because. And I mean, I understood them to an extent, but I couldn't understand everything. When I was young, I was in a court hearing, doped up beyond all belief, and said exactly the wrong thing and got myself in deeper trouble. Okay? I'm sorry, but people who are disabled are seen by the court system many times as a pawn to be placed on the chessboard of life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that was a little too ranty or personal or anything like that.
You did the right thing, Frodo.
Yeah,
it's Warzone Wednesday. You're supposed to rant.
Yeah.
But it is a fact, and people
you know what?
people need to realize it. Go ahead, Jan.
Janet.
You were talking about people with disabilities being disrespected by people. Now, get a load of this. This will get you ranting. There was an incident in Glendale, Arizona. There was an 81-year-old man who had Alzheimer's, and he always went to this one particular Dunkin' Donuts to BS with his friends.
Uh-huh.
he got arrested by the Glendale police.
For what?
Because he was because they said he was trespassing.
Oh,
But that
brother.
is something he had been doing for years.
Did they let him go
And
after
then,
explaining
this
the
is
phone
what's
was
really
gone?
gross. No, they booked him. They took him down to police headquarters and booked him. And he soiled his pants. And they made fun. I smell poop, blah, blah, blah. They made fun of him. They did not bother to try to change it, to clean him up. That is totally fucking disrespect as far as I'm concerned.
Did it ever
Keep your
get
eye on it.
resolved?
I think it's probably
I
still in
will,
the
I
midst
will.
of getting resolved.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said,
Okay.
and even the guy's relations said that he did it all the time, and now all of a sudden shit's changed.
Or did they
Please
pass some
give me
kind
a
of, or did they
break.
pass some kind of law that nobody knew about?
I have
sounds
not
like-
that I know of.
It sounds, Shirley, Janet, like they closed down the Dunkin' Donuts he was going to, and he.
No, it was still open.
Then why was he?
still
How was he
open.
trespassing? Did they say?
No, something about he had several different times he went there, creating a disturbance.
Okay, hold on a minute.
I'll follow up on it and let you know more tomorrow.
Okay. That's
I just want to slap someone in the face for that one.
I hope you didn't mind
Okay.
me changing subjects real quick.
Janet,
no.
I just found something on MSN. Family says Glendale PD jailed grandpa with dementia.
That's it. That's the one.
All right, hold on a minute. Let's see. Trespassing at a Glendale shopping complex. Forget the article. Oh. Honestly. Seriously.
What's up?
I'm just trying to find some text, and it's.
Is it all video one?
I guess so. Hold on. Now, you think since this is on MSN, I can safely share it without violating copyright?
Well, we could give it a shot.
I think
Should be
All right.
since
it's a
already
news
in public.
article.
Yeah, it's a news
Okay.
article.
Hold on a second. I'll see what I can do.
And
Alrighty.
we're literally doing what's called
Fair use.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I
Because-
put that in
Okay.
there.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Now to an all-new ABC 15 investigation. The city of Glendale arrested, jailed, and filed 4 criminal charges against an 81-year-old man.
His family says he has dementia and physical disabilities. His alleged crime, trespassing at a neighborhood shopping complex where he's been going every day for years.
It was ridiculous. It really was. Shame on them.
Today, 5 months after the man's initial arrest, a judge agreed to dismiss all the charges.
ABC 15's Melissa Blasiak shows us how
Good.
crime fighting is clashing with community expectations. Another reason some say we need to be rethinking policing.
Before we tell you more about Sam's arrest, a disclaimer. Some of the details here are personal, even embarrassing, but the family wanted you to hear Sam's story so you understand more about dementia. It's a disease that 5 million Americans have. And the family says if anyone should be embarrassed by this, it's the police.
Exactly.
Don't fight,
I'm
Sam.
in total agreement.
Sam,
When
you're
I saw
under
that, I got sick to my stomach.
These Glendale officers are done with warnings. They are enforcing now.
I don't care if you're old. You were told not to come back here.
81-year-old Sam Thomas is going to jail for trespassing as soon as officers can get his stroke-damaged body into the police cruiser.
No! Yes.
How did it happen? The 911 caller on December 6th was not reporting a crime. She wanted help for a confused man.
We were just a little bit concerned about his safety.
My beautiful dad.
Sam's daughter, Omedia Thomas, is his primary caretaker. She shared these medical records where Sam's nurse practitioner documented his dementia, including here, where he's being referred to a neurologist. Omedia says this Dunkin' at 67th Avenue and the Loop 101 has been part of her dad's routine for years before his decline.
My friends are all there.
He frequently joins up with other Assyrian men, drinking coffee and talking for hours. The rest are still welcome, just not Sam.
He won't know not to go there, and then he'll take a walk and he'll end up there, or his friends will pick him up and take him there.
The Dunkin', Samurai Sam's next door, and the property manager, Tate Development, all complained, according to police reports.
He's starting to creep out. His daughters work here, my partner, his two girls.
They said Sam hangs around too long, stares in the windows. Glendale police say he's disruptive in other ways.
Smeared poop all over their walls.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to have to learn somehow, I guess.
Sam's relatives have tried to explain his condition to the businesses, giving out their phone number, offering to pick up Sam right away if there's a problem, even clean the bathroom if there's another mess due to Sam's incontinence. Glendale police records show they responded at least 8 times and even took Sam home once in a police car prior to his December 6th arrest.
They're trying to find an answer, and they just don't have one, but they know they have a problem to solve, and we still have laws that we have to maintain. In these cases, we have victims.
Do you understand that the police have to enforce the law?
To enforce the law, I agree, 100%. But to enforce this, it was not something for them to take to that level. Considering they know him. That's what's funny, is they know him. They've called me multiple times. Come pick him up.
A Glendale police spokesman told ABC 15 that their officers acted within policy, and the family never told them or other social services professionals that Sam had dementia. Despite their own body-worn camera video showing a Glendale officer visiting Sam's family to explain his arrest.
He has dementia, so he does not remember he'll walk there without us even knowing.
Sympathizing with them because his mom also had dementia.
So he'll be there all day, just so then you didn't think that he was missing or anything like that.
Inside the Glendale jail, a different attitude towards Sam. The officers realize Sam needs a new diaper, but instead of tending to his needs, they lock him in his cell and laugh at his expense.
Did he soil himself?
It smells like poo-poo.
I was going to say the opposite one, but I didn't smell that end yet.
Yeah, I'm getting both. I'm getting remnants of both. I know it wasn't me because I pooped before briefing.
It's a normal thing.
See what I mean? Total fucking
I don't know why they were mocking him, and I don't know why they weren't
If they
giving
did
him
that
the
to my
respect
dad,
that he is due.
Sam's been criminally
I'd be
cited
one
for
pissed
trespassing
off
3 more
motherfucker.
times by Glendale Community Action
Right,
Officer
guys?
Chuck Buffington.
I don't know what I have to do to...
Hold on, missed it.
You can't do this. You're not listening to me.
Glendale Community Action Officer Chuck Buffington criminally cited for trespassing 3 more times by Glendale Community Action Officer Chuck Buffington.
I don't know what I have to do to make you understand that you can't do this. You're not listening to me. You're like totally blowing me up.
The most recent ticket was issued last Thursday, weeks after ABC 15 first talked to Glendale police officials about Sam's dementia, and even after a judge had begun Rule 11 procedures to determine if Sam was mentally competent to face criminal charges.
I think they should be investigated. I think they should be counseled, and I think there should be greater emphasis in training so that these officers know what to do next time they have a clearly elderly person who suffers from dementia.
So it is ordered granting the state's oral motion dismissing this matter without prejudice effective this date.
Wednesday, a Glendale City judge dismissed all 4 trespassing cases after 2 psychologists determined Sam's cognitive impairment was so significant that he was not competent to stand trial. As for Glendale police, they say they've involved adult protective services and a social worker in this case, but they make no guarantees of what will happen if Sam shows up here again.
He still could be cited or charges submitted if he continually returns to them.
Dunkin' also told us their franchises are committed to creating a welcoming and inclusive environment, and they hope Sam gets the support and services he may need. Despite ongoing conversations, Sam still banned. Omadia, who tried for months to broker a compromise so her dad could be welcome at his favorite coffee place, has a new solution now.
I think I'll do Starbucks. I like them better anyway.
I'm investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15, Arizona.
In
So what do you think of that
the
bullshit?
coming days, the ABC 15 investigators explore alternatives to arresting people with
Hold
dementia
on,
who are
it's not
accused of
quite
crime.
done.
And we'll show you which Valley cities are offering extra support and services by becoming dementia friendly. And if you or someone you love has dementia and you need help, a good place to start is the Alzheimer's Association Desert Southwest Chapter Hotline at 1-800-272-3900. We'll also have resources on abc15.com.
And that's the whole story. I'm sorry I got my description a little bit messed up, but
That's all right.
thank you for finding it.
Sure.
All right. Well, let's see. All right. So
Let's do the dog one. Let's
dog
get it
one?
out of the way.
All right. I'll read
Janet,
this
I'm
one.
sorry, but it'll.
I'll just turn out.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So basically, child confesses to setting dog on fire in Mississippi, and this took place on April 28th and was updated 3 days ago. So this is in Tate County, Mississippi, and this is a short story. Investigators say a child has confessed to setting a dog on fire in Mississippi. The dog named Buddy was set on fire last week. He's receiving medical care at the Tunica Humane Society. Investigators say Buddy was found with his face severely burned and an extension cord wrapped around his neck. Ugh. A reward for information reached more than $10,000 as of Tuesday. On Wednesday, the Tate County Sheriff's Office, which investigated the incident, said a child confessed to intentionally hurting the dog. However, the sheriff's office says no criminal charges will be filed. Due to the age of the juvenile, we are not able to file criminal charges in this case, reads a statement from Sheriff Brad Lance posted to Facebook. Lance writes that the crime is a felony punishable by up to 3 years in prison, but no person younger than 12 can be charged with a crime in the state of Mississippi. The sheriff's office did not say how old the child was or if any other punishment will be given. And that's it.
You know what? With something like that, I don't know if it would work or not, but with something like that, if the parents should be held responsible.
Potentially they
I don't know how
can.
that would work.
Yeah.
Well, potentially they can hold them accountable for neglect, possibly contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
That's
definitely animal abuse or animal neglect.
Yep.
My question is, was this kid named Sid Phillips by any chance?
I have no idea. Of course, you know, with
Sid
juveniles,
was the,
usually
one
juveniles, they don't reveal the names.
Hold on, Shirley. Janet, you were saying?
Sid was the mean-ass boy from Toy Story.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. If he could set a toy dog on fire, potentially he could do the same to a real one.
Well, and here's the thing.
Yeah.
People don't realize this, but there's multiple things that doctors look for in sociopathy. And injuring and maiming animals is one of them.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Okay,
Yeah,
now
that usually is a prelude to abusing people,
humans,
killing people. So I know where you're coming from.
Okay. All right. We got that one out of the way. Now there's 3 stories to choose from. First one. Pokemon scalpers are forcing stores to lock down Cinnamon Toast Crunch in cereal.
Go for it. I
All
want to
right.
read this one.
I just got.
What does have to do with Pokemon Go?
They had Pokemon cards in them for a little while. I'm gonna just make a laugh for right now.
What's that?
Just because.
Nice.
Like literally within hand's reach.
Yeah, I saw this like, okay, this is a weird one. All right, so this is true. This was posted yesterday. Pokemon scalpers are forcing stores to lock down Cinnamon Toast Crunch and cereal. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Pokemon is living big right now on the heels of its most recent game, but not even new Pokemon Snap can snap scalpers away from trading cards. If you haven't been paying attention to the fandom as of late, you should know that Pokemon cards are at a premium these days. The collectibles have been pushed high in the market by celebrities and influencers, so new packs sell out nearly instantly thanks to scalpers. And in light of one promo release, stores are now having to lock down cereal boxes. A couple of months back, it was announced that the Pokemon Company was making a deal with General Mills to celebrate the brand's 25th anniversary. The deal would bring promo packs of 3 cards to select boxes of Trix, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, and Golden Grams. The promo collection would contain 14 different cards with a holographic Pikachu piece in each box. Plus, stores like Walmart got certain exclusive cards from monsters, such as Galarian Ponyta.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. That is crazy.
I'll say. What happened next after the cereal promotion launch should surprise no one. We just said the Pokemon trading card crisis is hitting new levels, and it came for cereal when this news broke. Pokemon fans have flooded social media with photos of cereal aisle carnage as scalpers have ripped open boxes in stores and looted the card packs outright. And I thought Black Friday was bad. Of course, some scalpers did try to be. Of course, some scalpers did try to be more courteous in their work, if that's even possible. Stores have said entire pallets of these boxes have been gobbled up by Pokemon flippers. This is why you can find these promo cards going for a big buck online. As you can imagine, retailers aren't too thrilled about their cereal being unboxed and plundered, so photos have surfaced showing how outlets are dealing with the scalpers. And what was the solution? Well, it came down to anti-theft devices. Some stores like Walmart have been forced to put tech on each cereal box that prevents them from being opened. These tools can be opened by cashiers once the cereal has been bought, so we can all agree that this measure is a wild one. Of course, this will... What?
If you go to Walmart and you notice these round...
Anti-theft devices.
The round anti-theft devices.
They're called spiders, aren't they?
They're called spiders.
Yes, they are spiders.
And the only reason I know the name of it is my friend bought a printer, and the cashier forgot to remove the spider off the printer box. And
oops.
When we cut the spider off, the alarm went off.
Nice.
Okay.
Rather loudly.
Go ahead. All right.
Yeah,
did you cut it off when you got home, or what?
Yes, because...
Did you take a sledgehammer to the spider?
No, I just tossed it. I just put it in her garage and
let the battery run dry.
Let the battery run down. Yes.
Nice.
But
okay.
it
Sorry.
Scared the shit out of us.
Yeah, it would me too. Anyway, these tools can be opened by cashiers once the cereal has been bought, so we can all agree this measure is a wild one. Of course, this device won't stop the most brazen of scalpers, but it is hard to believe Pokemon cards have gotten to this point in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of this absurd story? Do you think the hype around Pokemon cards has gone too far? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below, or hit me up on Twitter at @MeganPetersCB.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gone too far.
Well, remember
I just got one other thing to say, y'all.
What's that?
Gotta catch 'em all.
Nice. I just remember a time when collecting Pokemon cards was for kids and geeks.
Okay, are you through sharing?
Well, I fit one of those.
Yeah, we both do.
But oh my gosh, I mean, I'm usually glad I'm a fan of chicks.
I'm just glad
I fit one of those things. One of those labels, at least.
May I actually go to Walmart and find out for myself if they actually have those things on those particular cereals.
Go
You might as well.
I may. Then again, when I shop in the cereal aisle, I typically go straight for the Cheerios. That's really the only cereal I'll eat name brand anymore.
Yeah, the one I would eat
I
when
like
I
Cinnamon Toast Go ahead, Shirley.
Okay, the one I like is peanut butter Chex because it's gluten free.
Yeah.
So.
Thing of it is, I almost never buy name brand because that's just more expensive. But I will do it for Oreos and Cheerios because name brand Oreos use a different hydrogenated oil, so they taste better. And name brand Cheerios won't soak up the water in milk like a sponge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
That's about it.
Yeah, I know they have the gluten-free Oreo cookies now, but I'm not paying no damn $3.50 for it. That's too expensive. I want to get like a sample so I can at least try it before I get it.
Well, if you want what happened to people who drank straight gluten, if you want what happened to people on South Park who drank straight gluten to happen to you, go ahead.
Well, here's what is going on. I can speak as someone who knows because, well, I do some demos sometimes, and right now the demos samplers are pretty much out of work because of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it makes sense. It makes perfect sense given
That's
that
true.
You know,
demo samples. Yeah, that's true.
It sucks for me.
Yeah, because I'm so used to it at Sam's Club. You'd find samples just about at every corner.
You could have lunch on samples.
Exactly.
You know what, John?
Hey.
John.
Yes.
I don't like paying those outrageous prices for name brand cereals. So, you know what? You get into the cereal aisle and get Multi-Meal brand cereals.
I just go to Aldi.
There's not that
they
much
never
of a
have
difference
name
in
brand.
taste.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I buy name brand Cheerios, Janet, isn't even the taste. It's that they are.
They don't get soggy.
Yeah, they're impervious enough that they'll keep their crunch longer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's also the reason I won't eat Cheerios with skim milk anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of skim milk at all.
I loved skim milk until I was told I was
Okay. It tastes good to drink, though I'm cool with 2% anymore. It does not taste good on most cereals.
I've never been a fan of skim milk. I was raised on 2%, and while my wife was raised on she was weaned on to skim and raised that way. Me and her both agreed that when we buy milk, we buy 1%.
Split the difference.
Yep.
Well,
God damn you too.
Well, me.
No, hold on. You brats. Both of y'all.
What are they
You
doing?
said it, and then she said it like a half a second later. God damn you all.
That doesn't make us brats. That's a jinx.
Yeah. But anyway, oh shoot, lost my train of thought. Damn it.
Sorry.
Mind the rails.
On the rails, Shirley.
These two having to say.
Just don't go off the rails on a crazy train.
These two saying that split the difference at almost the same time.
Great minds think alike, Frodo.
Okay, now I remember what I was gonna say. I used to drink whole milk.
I'm gonna lose you guys for a minute.
Okay, I used to drink whole milk, but then I started breaking out, so I went down to 2%, 1% skim milk. I was great with skim milk for a long time. That was me though. Okay.
Yeah.
But then I discovered that I wanted to try Lactaid, and Lactaid was pretty good. Because I was thinking, I was lactose intolerant. Turns out I'm dairy intolerant, so I can't even have Lactaid due to the casein.
So you just dairy intolerant is intolerance to casein, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah,
you're screwed on getting ice cream then.
Yeah,
or
I
cheese
am.
for that matter.
Now the good news is I think Breyers actually has dairy-free ice cream.
Okay, if that's anything like vegan cheese, stay well away from it.
Okay, well I think they will use almond milk.
Could be okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything good about vegan cheese. Frankly, I
Yeah.
don't like to think what goes in it.
Oh, speaking of dairy alternatives, have any of
Yeah.
you guys seen the commercial for oat milk?
Yes.
For what milk?
Oat milk.
Oats are what you put in milk, not what you get milk out of.
Actually, in this case, yeah, you can. Because they have oat milk,
Frodo, what are you
almond
doing?
milk. They have oat milk, almond milk. I've seen pea milk.
Oh God!
Yes, I have.
Not PEE.
PEA.
I know, but just so what you said.
Pea milk, full of country goodness and rich white penis. Thought you guys would like that.
But yeah, I don't know if you can see what those are, John, and everyone.
Yeah, they're almonds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and the one I do is rice. The one I do is rice milk.
That I can understand.
The way you said that, Shirley, it's just pea milk.
Hey, did
I'm
my
glad we're
Orson
not
Welles
broadcasting
reference?
on Twitch tonight.
Did my Orson Welles reference fall on deaf ears?
No,
I
you
don't
want to
think
hear
so.
something funny that my wife said?
What?
You showing them your nuts?
Protect your nuts.
Boy, we're not on Twitch tonight, so we could get away with stuff like that, can't we?
Yeah, we
We're gonna upload
can.
this. Are we gonna upload this to Twitch or can we?
Probably not to Twitch. We'll get out upload to YouTube.
Get ready for us to go Dr. Dirty tonight.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to work with OBS Studio tomorrow night when I get home from after dinner when I get home from work. I'm gonna see what I can do. If we can't, we'll just do the Zoom thing again.
Yeah.
Till I can figure it out, you know?
Hey, I only ever watch this on YouTube because I don't have fast enough internet for Twitch.
That's fine.
Damn. Thanks for making me laugh.
You're welcome.
I have been playing nurse all afternoon.
Yeah.
And
Holding Jack out.
Shirley hasn't exactly had a good night either.
We have a blast. You know what? One of these we are. This.
Frodo, you're starting to garble.
And you're froze.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh, Frodo.
Frodo, if you can hear us, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, Frodo, you're in the Frozone. Frodo's trapped in the
He's
Frozone.
inside Frozone's body?
One of these days, I think we should.
How much closer?
Okay, Frodo, you're froze and you are in garble mode.
Yeah.
I can understand what he's saying.
I'm back.
There we go.
I'm sorry I laughed so hard, Shirley.
That's fine.
No,
I think I found. Hey, I found another trigger. Pea milk.
Hey.
Yes,
Janet.
rosebud pea milk, full of
Janet.
country goodness and rich
What?
white and green penis.
Hey.
Wait a minute, that's terrible.
Tim's listening
I
to
quit.
us. Tim's listening to us.
He probably is.
Anyway, I was saying.
Oh my.
On one of these Saturdays when we're doing our naughty stuff, we should do a recording like this and put it on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
That'll work.
Beyond the airwaves, behind the scenes.
Oh, we could do it when we're playing Among Us.
Oh yeah.
Mad Libs.
BTA, BTS.
Cards Against Humanity, definitely.
Yes, because we could go all naughty with it.
Let's plan on well, let's discuss it with our overseas friends and see if they'd mind getting on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I doubt they
Yeah.
would mind.
Yeah. Now, just one.
Especially-
It's just one thing though. Remember what
Especially
Sunday is.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Mother's
Remember what
Day,
Sun? Yeah.
yeah.
Mother's Day.
Yeah. So it's like
Hey.
I want to
But
take Mom to
what's
Red Lobster.
Saturday?
Guys, quick thing.
Yes.
Don't forget to keep James in your thoughts then. Thoughts and prayers.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
What happened?
He lost his mother to COVID, Shirley.
His mom passed, remember?
Oh yeah. That's right.
Brain fart.
Sorry. Brain
It's
dead.
all right. It
I'm just
happens.
I'm happy I still have Mom. I wish it would be nice if I still had Dad, but well.
Well, you know
You
what?
will in the end, from
Oh,
Shirley.
tell John about that incident when Chester was alive. When he got underneath your Build-A-Bear, military Build-A-Bear, and started barking at it.
Yeah, there's on my fireplace panel, which unbelievably the fireplace can't even be used. I don't know why we have it, but on the mantle we got it's basically like it's a whole memorial for Dad basically, but ever so often Chester would start barking at it, and it would make me wonder. Maybe Dad's might be in there. I don't know.
No, I think more likely than anything, your dad may be paying you to visit. If
Yeah.
he's inclined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they always say dogs can sense things that we can't.
Exactly.
So
All animals can actually.
true. That is true.
All animals can detect things.
I'm happy. I'm happy I still have Mom. Despite sometimes we can have our differences, but
yeah,
she's still Mom.
I think the one that really upset me with your mom wasn't so much that she sometimes treats you like a kid still, but the one when she kept calling you a liberal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, because I am now officially an independent.
Good on you.
Oh, you want to know what her mom did? Well, Shirley and I first made friends. She kept implying that we were gay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did she at least do it in a friendly manner, or did she do it like she was trying to be tasteless?
Let me put it to you this way. It got so bad. Shirley told her mom so much. May I go ahead and say it?
Yes.
Shirley told her mom that if she didn't quit calling us gay, she'd call Dr. Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dr. Phil could have had some fun with that one.
Oh, yeah.
I like to call him Dr. Filbert.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, there's a lot of times that I find Dr. Phil to be kind of stupid because my thing about him is he's not really a doctor. And
no, Frodo, he is at least technically a doctor. But here's the thing. I'm going to call him Dr. Filbert from now. Here's the thing you got to understand about Doc Filbert. He's an entertainer. His job is to attract people to his show so that he can sell ad space to his sponsors. One of the things he will do is entertain people pretty much in the same but tasteful style as Maury Povich and Jerry Springer. He's going to bring people on who are potentially trash. He's going to help them, but he's also going to let them make jackasses of themselves, and he's going to let people respond to
Jerry
it about
Springer and Maury Povich. Go ahead and finish.
Well, here's the thing. Unlike them, he does try to help. He does follow the law, and he's not like.
How many guests do you know have gotten into fistfights on Dr. Phil's show? Not too many. On
Janet,
Maury,
the only reason they haven't is because he has good guards and he does not let them.
Yeah.
But I have seen people use obscenities on his show. I saw a guy who changed his legal name to Sexy Vegan
Oh,
walk
yeah.
around
There
announcing,
was-
quote, I am the vegan messiah, do some dance moves, diss Dr. Phil, and then get dismissed.
Mhm.
That
Okay.
is the kind of thing he has on his show.
Pause for one moment.
Yeah.
Okay, while Dr. Phil does possess a PhD in philosophy, he does not have it right now because he has not had it since 06. So therefore, while technically he possesses the doctorate
Okay,
degree,
I thought his degree was in psychology.
Psychology.
Right, psychology. I thought I said
You said
that.
philosophy.
Yeah, you said philosophy, Frodo. His doctorate is in psychology
No,
and
it's
neurology.
philosophy. It's philosophy. Phil has never been licensed as a physician in any state. However, he is a doctor of philosophy in that he has a PhD.
Okay, hold on a minute. Phil Calvin McGraw. This is off Wikipedia. Let's see. Education. Well, he's got a bachelor's in psychology and a master's. Yeah, he has a PhD in clinical psychology. Got it in '79.
Oh.
But he hasn't renewed it since 06 either.
Okay.
I'm
I don't
gonna
think
bid you guys good night if we're not gonna end soon.
We've only been recording for about an hour, so if you got to go, that's okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
according to
I'll wait
Wiki,
another-
he's got. I don't think he's such that he could not renew his doctorate, Frodo. But the fact is, he's not. When he's on the show, he's not playing a doctor. He is playing in part an entertainer, and one of the ways he entertains is by bringing on people who need help and letting them make jackasses out of themselves, in part to show them that they need help. One of his favorite things to do, for example, is to bring on troubled teens with heads the size of my body and to show them the errors in their rationale to let their heads get deflated. He's, like I said, like a much more tasteful version of Jerry Springer or Maury Povich.
All right. Let's see. I guess we'll see those two other shows we had for next week, and they both involve schools. And let's just say one teacher and one principal are gonna may get disciplined. We'll talk about that next week, though. It'll be fun.
How
Is he
about
a
the
young teacher who's the subject of schoolgirl fantasy, to quote the police?
No.
No.
No,
Good.
I think the two you're talking about is the teacher who paddled a 6-year-old.
No, the principal.
The principal paddled the child 2 good solid swats on the butt.
Yeah.
And then
All
there
for
was another
damaging a
one where
computer.
Yeah. And then there was another one. I think
that
it was
you
a
posted.
teacher.
Yeah, you posted it. It was a teacher who got fired for his George Floyd rant.
Yeah, it says something to the effect that George Floyd was a fucking criminal.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you
then
guys see that Derek Chauvin's lawyer is filing appeals?
Yes.
Yes. No goddamn way.
Well, you got to admire his willingness to represent him.
Mm-hmm. True.
Hopefully
Oh.
he's getting his money worth.
That other one where she singled out these 3 black girls to write an essay.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came back and it says, tried to get this one girl to read the essay and the girl wouldn't do it. And he says, because you can't represent your side of the story, can you? I didn't think so, blah, blah, blah. I hope that asshole gets fired.
He was fired.
I hope that
All right.
principal.
The principal? Well, here's the thing. Even if she does not face charges, the school district does not allow corporal punishment. So she could be facing consequences no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, if I was like that. Yeah, the thing about it is, the mother was standing there letting her do it.
No, the problem is
So-
the mother couldn't do anything about it because there was a language barrier for starters.
Oh yeah, Latino. I think she was Latino, wasn't she?
Correct. And
guys, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, she's
Okay,
also
have a good one,
she's
Frodo.
also undocumented. So that poses another problem right there. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
see, like I
Well,
said, there's that one. There's a bunch of caveats. So
don't advocate any corporal punishment you're not prepared to receive for yourself.
yeah, it says that I wouldn't now. They never did tell if the 6-year-old was acting out and damaged the computer. She may have accidentally damaged the computer. There's
It
no
doesn't
way of
matter.
knowing.
It doesn't matter, Shirley. Fact of the matter is, corporal punishment's a bad idea because it's way too easy to abuse. And
That's true.
Generally, to quote the original version of Little Women, all hitting a child does is teach the child that it's okay to hit.
That's true.
They're not going to hit you because they're afraid to, but they'll hit others.
Because there was talk about the long-term effects on the child. So
yeah.
All right, so I think we can end it right there, but we can talk more about those two next week. Now, now, like I said, we do apologize for the fact that we could not exactly do this the way we wanted to because Streamlabs has screwed me up. So hopefully I'm going to try OBS Studio tomorrow, as I just downloaded it tonight, and we're going to see if this works. If not, we may just end up doing Twitch for the rest of the week. But the good news is this. Friday, if we don't have to do Twitch, our nearly naughty Mad Libs will become naughty Mad Libs.
Here's hoping Twitch fails you.
Here's hoping, Streamlabs goose up.
Hey, I'll bring the pea milk Friday.
Okay. And I'll bring the bug deodorant too.
Oh, did we ever tell John the story?
Yes, he knows the story. All right. So anyway,
No,
I
bug
can't
deodorant isn't edible. Bug deodorant is. We'll bring delayed potato chips.
That'll work. All right. So anyway, just gonna say this. Oh, tomorrow night is Tech Talk. We may just be general Tech Talk for all we know. So, it's fine. But like I said, we're gonna try to get things back up and running. And we do apologize for what happened tonight. Just didn't quite go the way I was hoping it would.
Just
So
bear with her, people. She'll
Yeah.
get the tech back up and running. It may take a week, but
Mm-hmm.
oh well.
All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow in some form or fashion. Good night, everybody.
For
Good night, folks.